first official video with my new video camera, and I'm so excited about that. Anyway, today is the day. It's finally time for me to measure my hair. The last time I measured it was a month ago, and it was 27.5 inches. So if it's true that hair on an average grows about ½ an inch a month, my hair should be roughly around the 28-inch mark, and that's measuring from here down the back to my longest point of my hair. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to do that, and then I'm actually going to trim my hair a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean like a very, very little bit. So let's get started. I can't wait to see. Usually I don't run around with my hair like this. I actually slept with it this way because I didn't feel like doing a braid. Sorry. Alright. So I know I can be a bit of a spaz. Alright, so I'm just brushing. I know it probably looks on the video like I'm ripping through my hair, but I'm actually not. I'm being very careful with it. And I don't feel any tangles, which is great. Alright. I have no mirror in front of me, so I have no idea what my crazy head looks like at the moment. Looks like we've got new neighbors moving in or moving out. I'm not sure. Alright, well, my hair is kind of wavy and curly right now, but still decent length. I probably should have worn a contrasting colored shirt because my hair is pretty dark. Anyway, okay. Here we go. All right. So measuring tape drop this way. Making sure that the number 1 starts here and not 30 or whatever it is. Otherwise you're gonna end up with some pretty wacko numbers. All right. This is hard to do if I'm not that flexible. Alright, but I've got this gripped pretty tight, so the top portion of this measuring tape isn't going anywhere, and I am just measuring down to the longest point of my hair, which is roughly right about there. Ouch. I just pulled some of my hair out, owie. Okay, yeah, okay. 28 inches mark. That's from here down to here, down the back, as long as my hair is. That's cool. So it grew ½ an inch, which I'm happy about, especially in the winter weather when hair tends to go through a shedding period and it hibernates. So yay me! That's really exciting. All right, so now we're going to trim it. Okay, so for hair trimming, yes, I trim my own hair because I've had a really bad experience in a hair salon, actually several times, where I've told them just take off a little bit, keep the length, and they went, oh, okay, whack, and they cut it to my shoulders. Or if I said layers, they'd go, oh, okay, and like take a chunk from the back and just whack, and leave a huge hole like in the back of my head, stuff like that. And it's stuff that I'm done dealing with. So I have not gone to a professional salon for an official haircut in over 3 years because of that. So, all right. But I do know one of my mistakes was every 3 months, I was cutting about 1 inch or 1.5 inches off of my hair. And then I wondered why in the world it wasn't growing. Well, if it only grows ½ an inch a month, and I was cutting like 1 inch and 1.5 inches off every 2 to 3 months, well, there you go. I was cutting off all my length. So I've learned something new, and I will show you. Now, this doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody. It really depends on your own hair texture. If your hair is curlier, you know, I can't give you advice on that because I have wavy hair. So, but for straight to wavy hair, I'll probably do it this way. Now I'm putting this hair up because these are actually shorter layers. So they're not going to be affected by what I do, but I'm going to keep them up. These ends are actually very badly damaged, and I did not trim them last month. I allowed them to grow out just a little bit more, but what I'm going to start doing is, you know, as I trim the length here, I'll probably trim this one every other month just to keep it healthy but get the dead ends off. I want it to eventually grow out to meet the length of my hair here, but we'll see. We'll see. I might change my mind on that. Okay, now the important thing is don't use a pair of just random scissors. Use something designed for your hair, otherwise it could actually cause further split ends and things like that. Now, you probably will not see split ends in this light, but if you go outside in the natural light, I can see split ends everywhere, which is why I'm oiling my hair more and taking much better care of it, because I'm trying to nourish it from here down. It might still split here, but so long as I can keep it healthy here, hopefully as it grows out, that it will prevent that in the future. That is my hope. So how am I doing this? I used to put my hair up in a ponytail and just cut the ends in the ponytail, but I don't do that. I haven't been doing that lately, so what I learned is use the centimeter side of your ruler, and apparently as you do this more often, you will get used to what a centimeter looks like, and you won't have to do this as much. You won't have to use this as much because you'll just know. But for me, I'm like super sensitive about this. I know, I'm a little scared. Okay. And yes, I am doing this with dry hair. So I'm literally only going to cut this much off. I don't even know if you can see that, but that's okay. And all I'm doing, I'm trying to keep the length from measuring it. I'm trying to keep that length. All I'm trying to do is get rid of any excess split ends on the ends there, keeping my ends as healthy as I possibly can. So I'm going to do that with this side too. Centimeter point. So a centimeter is less than ½ an inch, so I will keep some length from it growing out last month, which is good. Alright, so I'm going to continue measuring and cutting all around the bottom half of my head, and then I'll do the same to the top, and I will show you how healthy it looks when I'm done. Alright, I just want to show you right now, I've just cut the bottom layers here. I still have the top of my hair is still clipped away for right now up in a messy bun type thing. Anyway, okay, so I've trimmed all of this centimeter. Yes, I did bring hair from the back to the front and measured it and clipped it. All that's going to really do is, I guess in a sense, the longer hair is maybe a little bit longer in the back, but I'm okay with that length, right? So anyway, okay, this is after a centimeter has been cut off, and it looks just a little bit more tidied at the ends, I think. Just a bit more tidied, a little bit more healthy. But for the most part, as you can see, I haven't really lost a whole lot of length. So I will be measuring my hair again after this. I don't know if it'll quite say 28 inches, but I do kind of want to see what it does say. I'm curious because I have no clue. So, okay, on to the rest of my hair. I did forget to mention, when I'm doing the top layer, I'm actually going to clip this hair back here because I don't want to cut it a second time. It's already been snipped. So, alright, so I'm going to take the top layer down. And what I'm actually going to do for this is take it out just in small sections and do it section by section. I think that would be the best way for this. Get my hair to stay on the top of my head. All right, there we go. So then I would come down here. I'm actually going to divide this into a few separate sections because that's a lot of hair. And when it came to doing the left side of my head here, it will look like you're right, but it's really left. I'm left-handed, but I did cut it right-handed because when you go to school, what do? They teach you to cut right-handed. So that was no biggie for me. Maybe it is for some of you, and you're going, how could you cut your hair with your opposite hand? You're crazy. Well, left-handers generally are. Okay, so I have trimmed all of my hair. Now I will show you. All right, look. I have left the length on it. It's still long because I only trimmed 1 centimeter, so just the ends. And I'm doing that because I'm hoping it will help to prevent the ends from splitting so far up. So in the long run, I'm hoping it will allow my hair to be thicker and all that. So, all right. I wanted to re-measure it. I doubt it's going to be 28 inches exact because, hello, I did cut off 1 centimeter. But I just want to see how it says, so we'll see how much length. Go around this way so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so it's measuring at about 27 3/4. So that is better than it was. It's still continuing to grow. I have some length, and that's about right because I did cut off 1 centimeter. So I can't wait for next month.